This is episode 13 of Free-Kick.tv. A little bit delayed episode, shooting a bit later in the week.
It's my fault.
It's okay, Mike, doesn't matter. But doesn't mean we're going to get away from talking about the Liverpool-Chelsea game in the show. We will be talking about it. So I think we start off with some of the bigger news that's Portsmouth. There's been a lot of news around Portsmouth this week.
Good news, for once.
Good news plus a little bit. It started off bad news, right? In terms of the players not getting paid. Okay, so last week they
didn't deserve it.
Yeah, they didn't deserve to get paid for September. Then they go and play. So they get end of September before the weekend's game against Wolves. Okay, they don't get paid, right? So what do they do on the weekend?
They go and win.
They go and win. So you would think, well, I think let's not pay them in the future.
Well, I'm going to try the same policy at work. But if I don't pay the staff, just see if they work harder. Because it's obviously worked. It's obviously worked.
Oh.
I will have a backlash.
Oh.
But the most important thing there that's happened is obviously the buyout. The Saudis have come in. Another bunch of Saudis have come in. I forget the guy's name. Ali
Farage.
Ali Al Farage. That's right. And hopefully he's going to bring quite a bit of money in. So the Christmas transfer window will be cool. More importantly, he's brought your old man back to town, back down to Pompey.
The ugly looking Grant.
Yes. Yeah, I like him. I've got a lot of time for Avon Grant. Whether now that means, I mean, if I was the manager there, you know, if I was old at heart, I'd be a little bit worried about losing my job because this is going to happen in the next 2 weeks.
Do all the big clubs have directors of football?
Yeah, but it's when you have a director of football that comes in who's actually a manager and has proved himself as a manager, it's very difficult not to have that hands-on experience. And as a manager, to get people from above telling you what you should be doing is some can't take it, some can. It really depends on the setup, the managerial structure, but they are around.
Okay, cool.
I suppose there is no delaying it. We're going to have to talk about Chelsea-Liverpool.
Okay, yes. I predicted... Go look at last week's episode, right? Where I talk about the game. I was so distraught, firstly, of how we'd lost. And I was like, we're probably coming into this game underdogs and all of that. And I stepped up and I said, you know what? We're going to win the game 2-0, right? Terry is going to show Torres, once again, is a little girly boy. And he can't like play football against big boys. And that's exactly what happened.
You're the man, Jay.
I'm the man. I should have put money on it. I said 2-0, and that's going to be it. And no,
it was a good game. Good game. I enjoyed it. I think that for me, Gerrard was just out of the game. You know, didn't do it. I think a large part of that it went unnoticed. I think Essien played extremely well.
He was.
You know, when Gerrard comes through, he holds it. He's so good at that role. I've always said that he's one of my favourite players in the league. So well done. Okay, and now we don't have to talk about it anymore.
Oh, okay,
well, we've been going on about it for the last freaking good knows how many days. We might as well mention United.
Jeez,
again, I'm only going to mention it for 2 seconds. Last minute goal in about the 99th minute to win or to draw 2-2 and get points there. I don't know what's going on. And then Ferguson still wins about the referee not being able to keep up. If the referee had been able to keep up, he would have blown the whistle before you could get your equaliser.
Exactly.
So there we go. Enough said. And then this week we've got another bunch of internationals. I'm less worried because England are through now. You obviously got your South Africans through by default. Thank goodness, because they wouldn't be there otherwise.
But that being said, our coach could lose his job if they've now appointed 3 guys to oversee or give a report on old Santana's progress so far. So I don't know.
Well, it's been proposed. It's been proposed that by the new president of South African Football Association. It hasn't gone through yet. I think it's a good idea. Yes. But to be honest, if you're a manager and you've got other managers, he's chosen good managers. One guy in there, the Clive Barker, a lot of respect for. He took you guys, I think, to the African Nations Cup in '96 or something like that. So we'll see how that goes. But the big ones for me this week, and we've mentioned it a few weeks ago, but it's getting tighter now, is Portugal and Argentina. Very, very tight. And will Diego stand the pressure? I don't know, if you're in a little bit of a stressful situation, what have you done in the past, Diego? You know, when it starts to get stressful, you're just like as a manager, and there's no doping test, that's all I'm saying. So we'll wait and see. They've got, I think there's 3 or 4 in that league that now it's between to get to those last 2 places, but it's tight. And Portugal have to hope that is it Denmark beat Sweden? Isn't it?
They have to win the last 2 games against Hungary and Malta.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Denmark have to beat Sweden.
Denmark are top.
Denmark are top.
Yeah, they're 7 points down.
Marching away with it. So it's actually almost not in their hands anymore, which is the worst situation.
Part of me says I'd love players like Ronaldo to be there and Lionel Messi.
Look, my friends have been Portuguese. They would love the Portuguese team to be out there, and I would love them to come out here too, because I think they add spice. The Portuguese people,
as an England fan,
yes,
been knocked out by Argentinians in the quarters. We've been knocked out by Portugal in the quarters. I'm fed up with it. I don't want them to qualify. Give me Sweden, give me Denmark, give me Paraguay, whoever's going to qualify in South America then. But that's I don't mind whether they don't turn up, to be honest. Although for the South African fans, if Portugal come in, there's a big contingent, like you say, and it'll make the party bigger.
Yeah.
So Portugal can come, Argentina you stay at home.
Oh, okay, cool. I think that's a wrap up. We're gonna try and change the videos around a little bit. We're gonna try and shorten them a bit. We would love some feedback on what you guys actually want to see on the show. We're going to be adding some classic content, if you want to call it that, and start chatting about some things outside of like weekly updates and football games. So I think that'll be quite cool, because we can have some lengthy, well not lengthy, but we have some cool debates on players and clubs and all of those things.
Yeah.
So we'd love your feedback to know what is it that you'd like to see. We're not getting many comments on our videos. So please give us some feedback and let us know. People are watching them, but there's not much interaction. So let us know what you think.
It must be because everyone agrees in what we say, and they're all 100% behind us.
Yes, probably.
No one's got an opinion out there.
Yeah. So anyway, let us know. And
we'll see you next week.
We'll see you
in
soon. A couple of days. Yes.
Cheers. Thanks a lot, guys.